Hello and welcome back to episode 31 of our Baten Kaitos playthrough. When we last left off, we had done Savina's endgame content in the Nile Desert, and now we're about to do Mizuti. Mizuti is our last party member to get their class up. So, let's get into it. I teased Mizuti's endgame content at the end of last episode. Basically, Mizuti's friend Ki and the leader of the village went to Zosma, the Tower of Stones, to retrieve the Ring of Stars for Mizuti so that we'd have a key to defeating Malpercio. And they haven't been seen for a while, so we're gonna go help them out. We've got our battle party ready. We've got Callus, Mizuti, and Lude. And we're gonna head to Zosma, the Tower of Stones now. The great Mizuti senses something is moving below us. Let us find a way to get down there. I suppose this was inevitable. I didn't want to cause you unnecessary trouble, so I kept this a secret. Now that you found out, there's no point in trying to stop you, right? If you need my advice, come talk to me anytime. I'll tell you everything I know. So, Mizuti's endgame content takes place on the basement floors of the Tower of Zosma. So, we don't need this pristine water in our pockets anymore. We're just gonna release them. And we're going to take 4 or 5 flames from this fireplace. And now we're gonna head on the elevator moving down. Hey, wait. You want to go down, right? The lower levels are more difficult than the upper ones. The floor below is especially tough. Think about using multiple red blocks together. Watch the block's movement closely and time your actions. Good luck. And he's correct. The bottom floors, the basement floors, are a bit of a doozy. So let's head down these blocks. Be careful not to move any. We're gonna fight the monsters in the room before we light the torch. That stone there is important for our Quzman quest later, so let's remember where it is. Alright, so one more monster. And now we're going to light the torch over here. So we're going to climb the closest block to us and wait until the elevator is out of the way, and then push that block in. Now we'll climb down. And we want to push this one in next, I believe. Go back over to the first block over here. And we're going to wait until the elevator's about halfway. And push. Next, we're going to push this block in. Push this block in first. And it'll bring you down. And then finally push the last block in. And that brings the elevator down. So we're gonna go get that chest. And it contains Mizuti's class up item. So we're just going to climb down now to that elevator so we can go to the second basement floor. Alright, this floor is a little daunting. We're going to light the torch right away. First, we're going to go down and push these in. Next, we're going to wait for the elevator to come down to us again. And we're going to push this block down. So we're going to get behind this block and push it onto the floor. Climb down. And we're going to fight all the monsters on the floor. Alright, so all the monsters are defeated now. I'm going to turn the game to 100 speed. And we're going to push this over. Oh, I missed a monster. Let's fight him real quick. We just don't want him getting in the way, which he will. Okay, so push this up against, not up against, but like up to, oh, I'm overlapping, the final block on the floor above you so that you can climb up on top of there. And we're going to push this red block into the green block on the inside. Next, we're going to climb back down onto the red block. Climb down onto the base floor. Push the red block out. And then push it against the wall so that you can push it into the green square in the corner. And now we'll head to the floor below. I do have to remember how to do this one, so we're gonna fight all the monsters first. Alright, so we're going to fight the frog and the chimera on the base floor. Right now, the chimera. Alright, and now we're going to go over and light this torch. Step back down to the base floor. And we're going to push this red block over to this stepping area. And we're going to climb up. And, well, we're gonna try to climb up and fight that frog over there. So all the monsters are done now. Let's climb back to the base floor. We are going to push this block towards the ledge over here. And we're going to push it further so that we can climb up in front of that red block. And now we are going to climb on top of the red block. Down onto this ledge. And we're going to push this red block into the green square down here. Now we're going to come back the way we came. Down both red rocks, or red stones, red blocks. Whatever we want to call them. Push this red block further along the ledge so that we can get behind the red block that we just climbed. And we're going to push it into the green square over here. And now we're going to climb back down the way we came one more time. And we are going to push this red block into the green square in the corner. So now we can get those two chests and we can reach the floor below us. So open that chest for Skull Birdie. And then this one for Aquila. And we're gonna go down to the next floor. To another puzzle. I have to remember how to do this puzzle too, so we're gonna fight the frogs. Okay, I believe there's one more frog over here. Alright, so both frogs are gone. We're gonna go light the torch now. And this is probably the most simple floor. I know I needed a second. It's like you're looking at a new language when you walk onto these floors sometimes. Especially if you're doing this without a guide, it's just a little hard. So we're gonna come over here. And we're gonna do this like in a square. So first we're gonna push this down and then push this over. We're gonna get on the floor and we're going to push this red block in. And we're going to get back on behind the red block that we just pushed over and push that in. So we're going to get on the floor again get on this block in front of this red block, and we're going to push it onto the floor. And we're going to push this red block in front of the torch. Now we're going to climb down on the floor and push this red block in. We're going to climb on the block with the torch on it and push this red block into the last green square. So that brings you the save flower that you can reach using that elevator, and we'll go down to the next floor. While we're waiting for that elevator, I'm going to give Callus and Lude poison healing. This next battle will just be Mizuti, so as long as Mizuti's full health, we're good to go. It's kind of like the battle that we had with Shella in the Lake of the Dragon. So here are our friends.
世界はマルペル城のために滅亡の危機に瀕している。かつてあなた方の使っていた星の輪を渡してもらいたい。
お前たちは星の輪に値するものなのか？
こいつ
口ほどにもない。その程度の力しか持たぬ者たちに星の輪は私はせぬ。
やめるね、お前。もうそれ以上は水地様が許さないね。
水地、水地、来ましたか。
ほう、お前は？
水地様は水地様ね。大丈夫か、キ？へっちゃらさ、このくらい。どうしていつもみたく水地様が来るのまだなかったね。だって水地はもう一生懸命戦ってるじゃないか。せめて水地のために自分ができることをしたかったんだ。バカね、そんなこと気にしなくていいよ、キ。水地様、みんなの分も頑張るね。それじゃダメなんだよ、水地。僕らが一緒に外へ遊びに出るとき、水地そうすることで怪物たちの狙いを自分に集中させ、でもね、もう僕らのために水地様でなくたって僕らも水地と一緒に戦うよ。そんな力になれないかもしれないけど、それでも一生懸命やるよ。優れた誰かが一人で頑張るのでなく、誰もがみんな精一杯やらなきゃ。だからもう君はただの水地でいいんだよ。わかったよ。キはちょっとここで休んでね。気をつけて、水地。 よ。水地が星の輪を受け取るね。水地にお前がどこまでやれるか。
I don't know who this man is that they chose to like be in that red bubble. I think we've got like one hit left too. Yep. It was a close one. I hate those.
受け取るがいい星の輪を。お前になら使いこなせるだろう。幸運を祈る。我らが末裔よ。
やったね、水地。やっぱり水地はすごいや。いや、大カムロ様、グラムリ、他のみんなのおかげね。水地。で、いいねみんな。これからも水地様のことは水地様と。水地。
まあまあ母さん、ちょっとくらいは多めに見てやろうよ。
やれやれ、まったくもう父親という生き物ときたらまったく本当ね。
水地。
はい。
Alright, so we're gonna go to the port of Dur so we can class up Mizuti, and that ends our endgame content. So it was a short one. We're gonna spend the rest of the episode doing some, how you say, side quest stuff. It was so short, we only have our battle party to level up. Alright, so for the side quest running around, we're going to just put the lowest level of our party together. So Gabari, was it Shella and Sabina? So check their items first as usual. Go to their armor. And we've got Hood of the Highlands for Shella. So we're just going to take out Heat Jacket. That's the weakest armor. And check her weapons. Looks like we've got a Wind Blow and some Fire Burst to give her. Ooh, on level 3, let's get that out of there. Alright, and now let's do a Gabari. So we're gonna take out his rotten fish. And we'll replace it with a curry for now. Let's look at his armor. So he can get these herb shafts. So we're gonna take out the battle shields. And next we'll go into his weapons. And just sort attack descending. And now Savina. Her items are still pretty good. Let's look at her armor. Where she's still pretty good. So we'll go to her weapons now. And we've gotten a red impulse for her. So we'll do attack descending. And take out... We'll keep the fire yell in because we still have a burning shield. So we'll take out a flame sphere. Now Mizuti, for their final class up, check their items, which are pretty good. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 health items. Let's go to their armor. They've got the recommended amount of armor. The Goblin Bone's recommended amount of armor. Let's take out the Silk Robe and replace it with the Wizard Robe. And now we'll go into the weapons. So we're going to take out Heaven's Pillar and replace it with Alias Fall. And now we're going to add their type magic that we've assigned them. So starting with the higher levels, Chronos Blow, Aqua Burst, Aqua Burst. And now we'll just add the lower levels. And they're good to go. So we're gonna start with our Constellation Magnus. I forgot to turn the volume down, so sorry if all of that was super low. Hopefully it wasn't. Alright, so hand over any Constellation Magnus you've collected so far. I know we're missing a few. Alright, we're going to talk to him again. First, we're going to turn our game speed up to 200. And now you can ask him if he has any info on star fragments. So he's heard that in a town somewhere far away, frozen water snow falls from the sky. So we missed a star fragment in Wazn. We'll head there first. We missed a few star fragments. But we'll go to Wazn first. As I don't think we've got anything else to do there. So head on the White Dragon. We're going to do a lot of running around for the rest of this episode. I believe the one that we missed is in this fishing hut. So you go over to this fish and just inspect it and you'll get Ursa Minor. So we'll head back to the church. Whoops. Hands over the star fragment. And we'll talk to him again. So he doesn't have any leads at the moment. We can see how many fragments we've returned so far. So we have 47. So we're missing 2 fragments. And luckily I know exactly where they are. So the first fragment we missed is on Diadem. We're gonna head back to our friend, the White Dragon. And we're gonna head to the Land of Clouds. So we're going to head to the first building that we saw loot in. And from this little bouquet, we're gonna take the nameless flower. Now we're going to head to the Castle Elnath. We're gonna head up to the left of the stairs. And keep going up until you reach about where the port is. So the center stair, and talk to this knight here. So he found this Magnus and he wants you to bring him a nameless flower so that he can show his support of the people of Diadem, but he doesn't think that knights should be carrying around flowers or whatever, or collecting flowers, blah 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 blah, some macho stuff. So he gives you the Magnus Hydra and Tempest Shield, glass earrings for Lude. So that's our missing Magnus in Diadem. Now our second missing Magnus is in Sadalstud. So we're gonna head out of Castle Elnath the same way that we came in. And we've got quite a lot of business in Sadalstud. So hop back on the White Dragon. So first and foremost, we're gonna head to Quzman's place. Talk to the man outside, right here with the cloud goal. And he'll give you a cloud goal to bring back to Wazn because he doesn't think he can take care of it anymore. So go back into Quzman's place and talk to Zur. So she's looking for her husband Azakir, and if you recall from the beginning of this game, if you've been keeping up with the series, Azakir was exercising under a waterfall for some reason. Before we go talk to Azakir, however, we're going to go to Sepulrai again. And we're going to go into the barn and talk to this man taking care of the POWs. Because we do want a POW, and he didn't give us one last time. So let's talk him into giving us a POW. And I believe that's all our animals from Sepulrai. Now let's head to the northern end of Nunkai Valley. Remember, these are super beginning game monsters. So one or two attacks should get them down. No need to torture them. Alright, we can talk to Azakir from this side. Now he'll sign it because we met his wife. So we've got Azakir's signature. And he's gonna head back to the family for us. But over here, we're gonna grab pristine water from the basin. And we're gonna head back up the ladder. And back to Farkad. So with our pristine water, we're gonna head to that house right at the top of this screen. And we're gonna talk to this lady in front of this very sad painting. Give her your pristine water. And she'll give you Aquarius, which just so happens to be my zodiac sign. Save the best for last, of course. Let's head to the church so that we can finish this side quest. Talk to this man, hand over Aquarius and Hydra. And now we've finished the 12 constellations of the zodiac, so we've got this very pretty line. You get Pendulum Blast, which is super cool. So that's 49. So you can't get the 50th fragment until you have 49 fragments. So we'll ask him for info on the fragments. He says only one fragment left. The map is close to completion. We'll keep asking for information. It's not that there isn't any. I suppose you really want to finish restoring the star map, don't you? Yeah. We've come this far. What's the holdup? Well, I merely stood here waiting while you and your companions searched the world over the fragments. I'm not sure if I'm qualified to restore the star map. I suppose other things are troubling me as well. Now that it's almost over, I have many doubts. Qualified doubts? Yeah, you deserve to complete it. Thanks to your enthusiasm and knowledge, we've almost completely restored it. Are you just gonna throw all that effort away? Well, perhaps you're right. Very well then. I've made up my mind. I'll hand it over to you. And he gives us Cetus. This is the last fragment? Why have you been hiding it all this time? I just couldn't bring myself to complete the star map. I'm terribly sorry for my behavior. Yet your words dispelled all my doubts and allowed me to make up my mind. We have no right to pretend the star map never existed. Not again. Never again. My apologies. So hand over that last star fragment. Shimmering light come forth. Let the star map shine once again in its brilliant glory. I'm speechless. The star map is truly a breathtaking sight. I agree. Whoever made this must have been pretty special. 50 years ago, this star map was created by a lone Magnus architect. Yet, he who gave birth to it also became its undoing. He destroyed his own masterpiece. He made the star map and then destroyed it? Yes, this was a long time ago. The Magnus architect achieved great fame and even celebrity status through his creation, the star map above you. However, his fame eventually became nothing more than a heavy weight that bore down upon him. No matter what new works he created, they could never surpass his masterpiece. People expected him to come up with something even better. Eventually, he could no longer bear it. expectations he could not meet drowned him in his own sense of failure. His despair eventually drove him to shatter the star map. He broke the map into pieces so that it could never be made whole again. But as time passed and he grew old, I am sure that he came to regret his destructive act. Whispers of regret every time he gazed upon the night sky. He no longer had a legacy, nothing at all. It's quite an old story. The star map has finally been restored to its original glory. He would have been pleased. Yeah, I think so too. I am deeply indebted to you, young traveler. Please take this. It is the very last Magnus the architect created. I'm sure he would have wanted you to have it as well. Thank you. Thank you for everything. May the stars guide you wherever you may go. My blessings are with you. So that is one side quest down. Let's return to our adventure, shall we? We're gonna head to Quzman's place. First, let's check our family tree. So we're missing a few signatures. We're missing 3. So let's see. So we can talk to Zur and Azakir now. So Azakir's mother died. He'll sign the family tree for Maja. Now we've finished Maja's line. Talk to Tumart. So he'll write down Kemal's name. That was his wife that passed away 10 years ago. And we must find family that was... There you go, Gabriel. So they'll sign Baja's name on the family tree now. That was their daughter that died, and why Gabriel is so protective over Eunice. So now we've got the entire family tree. So let's talk to our friend Quzman. Jumpin' jelly beans, you found all my family members. What a pleasure for me to see everyone before I die. Thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you enough. Watching their faces somehow made me sleepy. I think it's time to rest. I'm very satisfied. I've been a bad man to women, but I've lived a good life. Oh no! Sorry, there's another. I didn't call my brother Robbie. Hand me the family tree. Robbie left in search of the delinquency zone 20 years ago. I haven't seen him since then. Please, my final request. Bring my brother here. He must be somewhere known for stones. So, he must be somewhere known for stones. Let's head back to the White Dragon. We're going to head to Dur. From the port, we're going to go to Zosma, the Tower of Stones. And we're going to go into the basement and grab that delinquency stone from the first floor. grab the delinquency stone here. It's this little green stone, but it doesn't look green on our Magnus, so not sure what that was about. We're gonna head back up. And now we're going to climb the Tower of Stones. So Rabbi is on the floor right above where the boss is. Or right, sorry, not right above. Right below where the boss was. Remember our dual lion boss? You'll find him sitting on these stones. Talk to him. How rare, visitor. Cough, cough. Cough, cough. What brings you here? Well, the reason isn't important. Just don't make too much of a ruckus. The moving stones really irritate me. Show him the family tree. Indeed, my name's Rabbi. You came here on behalf of Quzman? So, Quzman's still alive? He wants his entire family to be present at his deathbed? I don't mind the request itself, but I have a request of my own. Will you do me one favor? What do you say? Somewhere within this tower lies the delinquency stone. That stone is my heart's desire, but this tower with its blocks to push and climb, it's too strenuous for an old man like me to deal with. If you can bring me the stone and show it to me before I die, then I'll go see Quzman. So show him the delinquency stone. Could it be? This is indeed the delinquency stone. To finally see it with my own eyes after all these years. Thank you. Now, with my last wish has been granted, I can die without any regrets. Please hand me the family tree so that I can sign it for you. Let's see, I can't remember the last time I wrote my name. I've lived a full life. Sorry I'm breaking a promise, but this old body of mine can't go on any longer. Tell Quzman that I'll be waiting for him in heaven. Robbie has passed away, but you completed the genealogy. Alright, so we're gonna head back down the Tower of Stones and go report our findings to Quzman. So we'll head back to the door port and make our way back to Sid Al Sud. Back to Quzman's residence. Everybody's ready for him to die. I see. Robbie's gone. Though he's my brother, I didn't understand him at all. He was never a social person, but he must have been happy when he died, surrounded by you people. Well, I can die happy now, as I promised. I'll give you the platinum earrings. I'm very tired. I think my time's up. I've lived an interesting life. Quzman died peacefully. Let's talk to his wife. When the chief of the clan dies, we send a soul off by dancing. Luckily, the wife doesn't have to take part in it, but even watching them is embarrassing. Alright, so let's get out of here. And let's finish our last side quest. So our last side quest is the animal side quest for that woman in Wazn. We've gotten quite a few. So we're going to head... Oh, there was one more animal here. So go back to the port. We're going to head to Rodolfo's mansion. Go into the second room here and talk to the Koa monkey. She says, always call the Koa monkey. It's Lord Rodolfo's pet. He doesn't pay attention to it like he used to, though. It makes my job difficult, and I don't know what to do about it. If you don't mind, could you take it somewhere? I'll explain its disappearance to the people of the mansion. Alright, so we've got the Koa monkey. And now we can head back to the port. Our next stop is Anue. We're gonna head out of the port and to the celestial tree. And we're gonna take one of these pigeons. Now we're gonna head to Apu, the waterfall village. And we're gonna go all the way to Mayfi's house. On the side is a hidden ladder, so climb up it. And we're going to grab one of these water larks swimming around the water wheel. So climb back down. Oops, I went the wrong way. Now we're going to go to the port again. And what I think is our final stop is Mira. We're gonna head all the way to Belenguar. And we're gonna head to the Duke's mansion. Down the ladder from the museum room. hop down here and grab one of these rat things. It's a hog rat. And we're going to head out of this screen and grab Polly, the poly whale. So that should be every single one, but we'll find out when we get back to Wazn. Let's head back up. And we're going to head back to our white dragon. And then back to Wazn. So the lady requesting the quest was in Kafal-Dajima. She was on the second floor, so we're gonna head there. To the left into this room. And we're just gonna keep talking to her until this room fills up with animals. And we've collected all the animals. So that is the three major side quests, I should say, of this game. So we're gonna do some prepping very quickly for the next episode, where we head to our leaders and tell them that we're ready to infiltrate Core Hydra. First things first, we're not gonna see a shop for the rest of the game once we enter Core Hydra. So we're just gonna sell everything that we've accumulated. And we're gonna sell all our trash while we're in here. And now we're gonna buy some healing items. Waveblade, the Saxiflare, and the Aqua Impulse. An apple, and we're gonna buy wheat. So for the final battle, or final battles, there are 5 bosses that we're gonna fight before Malpertio, just as a little spoiler, and we're gonna change up our battle party before doing each of their little mini dungeons. So to start off, we're always gonna keep Callus in our party because he's our main character. So this is gonna be our starting battle party: Callus, Savina, and Shella. So I'm gonna do very minor deck maintenance because we did deck maintenance for Shella and Savina and we didn't really do much battling. So check their armor, check their items, make sure nothing's rotten. I think I went to weapons instead of armor. So we've got a fairy shield and Hood of the Highlands. The fairy shield I'm going to give to Callus, but the Hood of the Highlands she can have. We're gonna take out a straw hat. And then go to her weapons. And we want to make sure she's got these dragon claws in her. And the aqua impulse, so go to attack descending again. We're gonna take out her Tekken and a flame sphere. Oops, accidentally put the flame sphere back in. Next, Shella. So her items are good. We've got a level 5 light. And then we'll check her armor, which I believe is good. Now we'll go into Callus, who has a rotten fish. Let's get rid of that. We're gonna give him this tarot card. It changes, so it'll be different. And we'll use that accordingly. So, armor. We want him to have this fairy shield. And our Aurora. So we're just gonna get rid of these battle shields. We can also get rid of the last battle shield and give him this full helm. Now we'll go to his weapons. I don't think we got anything new. Oh, we got an Apocalypse Sword and the Kusanagi. So go to attack descending. We're going to take out a Marvelous Sword and a Dark Sword and replace them with the Apocalypse Blade and Kusanagi. And that's going to be it for our battle party next episode. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. We're about done with this game. We just have a couple more battles to go. So I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!